I'm headed to the Mile High City in Colorado to go to a horse sale. We're going to talk about the do's and don'ts, the pros and cons of buying horses at a sale. Let's get started. Today I'm in Colorado and I'm here with my friend Nate Bowers. He's going to teach me the ins and outs of buying horses at a sale. Let's get into it. So first of all, let's talk about why you might want to buy a horse at a horse sale.
So the best thing about what we're doing today is that we're going to be able to go to one place and be able to see a lot of horses. There's a lot of horses for sale here. As opposed to trying to go see them one at a time out in the countryside, we can go to one fairground and there's like 75 that probably will fit the bill and work for what we're trying to do here. So that's my favorite part about going to these deals.
So one reason you might buy a horse at a sale is because you can pick a date and a location and haul your trailer and plan on getting one bought today, right now. That is one of the benefits. You know, I know people that have been looking for horses for many months, and I've been looking for them in different things, and it's just hard to find good horses for sale without getting them bought up, and it's hard to, you know, schedule-wise. Sometimes your schedule doesn't match up right when you're ready to buy and versus when you have time to go haul a horse or go look at a horse or something like that. So it doesn't take long to figure out that horsemanship is more of a journey than a destination. It's challenging, it can be difficult, it can be emotional, it can be dangerous, and I think that it's important for everybody to have a mentor through that process. I would like to be your mentor, and I can do that through my Patreon page. We have detailed training videos on there, we have monthly giveaways. You can ask me questions about your horse or even do video coaching. I'll leave a link in the description below. Look forward to seeing you on there. What are some things that we're going to be looking out for while we're here today?
Yeah, so the biggest thing I want to see is I want to see the horse be where he's going to be sound in the brain and sound in the body. So, you know, the things that you can't change are the things that you worry about at these deals. Like, we can retrain a horse pretty readily if we don't like the way he's trained, but we're going to have a hard time changing a crooked leg or an old scar that might make him lame in the future, or maybe a poor set of conformation. So that's the biggest thing I think about is, like, what can I change, what can I not change, and make sure that we try and hunt stuff that's going to be, you know, easily remedied and brought into the type of horse we're looking for. So
we're going to go preview the horses, and Nate will show us some things to look for while we're checking them out. What we're doing here is we're filming some of the horses and kind of showing you what Nate's teaching me about what to look for, what not to look for at sales, and just things to kind of watch out for and things to look for when you're buying horses at a sale. Keep in mind, I'm trying to be discreet. I'm not trying to make a big scene here with all the people and embarrass anybody that's selling their horses at the sale today. Another reason that you might want to buy a horse at a sale is sales are fun. It's exciting to go to a sale and you get to look at all these different horses and you get a lot of options to choose from, and it's just kind of a fun thing to do. There's a downside to that, so we're going to talk about that in a minute, but right now we're focusing on the positives. The other side that might be positive is sometimes you can get a really good deal. Sometimes the horse you're looking for might not be the horse that everybody else is interested in that day, and you might end up getting a deal and buying one not only for sale but on sale at that sale. So that might be another reason why you would go to a horse auction to buy a horse. But here's a nice one. We got our eyes on this one and the buckskin next to him. This one's super well bred. So fingers crossed. All right, so I was getting ready to sit down here, and Nate says we can't sit.
I'm highly opinionated. It's the best spot to be is right by the in gate. That way you can get one last look at the horse, you can see him on some cement,
So
and make sure you're ready. This is where the big
horses
boys
are
all
coming and
stand.
going. This is where the sale ring is, right behind us there. So Nate says we got to stand for the sale. All right, so we got some horses picked out. We kind of listed them as A, B, C, but I'm hoping to. There's a few nice ones here that I'm really hoping to get my hands on. Feeling optimistic?
I'm optimistic.
So buying a horse at a sale is not without its risks or challenges. Okay, so one risk might be if you're buying you're bidding on a horse online, you know, and after never seeing them in person, you're really taking everybody's word for it of what they're saying to be true. Now, sometimes that's okay if you're buying from a reputable sale in person. That can go a long ways where you can bid online. I myself have bought horses like that. So I'm not saying I wouldn't do that, but it is more risk. I would rather go there in person and look that horse over. No different than buying a horse, you know, that you saw on Facebook or something like that, and buying them before somebody else got them and buying them sight unseen. You know, that's risks that are going to go along with that. So sometimes there are horse sales that is kind of a bit of a snake's den. So you can have a couple people working together to kind of bid a horse up on you, or kind of like, I don't know, like phantom bids or something like that, where all of a sudden the bid's going up and you didn't see anybody raise their hand. And so you definitely want to seek out a sale that's a reputable sale, that is people that you trust. And some sales also offer vet checks before the sale. A lot of them don't. So if you are looking, make sure that you find a sale that has maybe a vet look the horse over so you can know if you're buying the horse guaranteed is sound or not. Otherwise, that could be a risk that you're also taking.
Shaping, good one. Simon, this is Blackjack. He's an 11-year-old black pony gelding. He's 11 hands high. He's a fancy pony. He's broke like a big horse. He'll walk, he'll trot, he'll lope around like a big horse.
I don't buy and sell a ton of horses throughout the year, but I'm in the industry. I talk to people, I ask questions, I look at horses online, I ask people what they're selling them for, and I see, you know, you'll see one horse that comes up for sale that looks fairly common, and all of a sudden you'll see, you know, 80 people commenting, send me the price, I'm interested in this horse, and they seem to go pretty quick. So it's a very competitive market out there if you're looking for a good one. And so a lot of times a sale is nice because there's a set date. You can look at a consignment a flyer sheet or online, and you can see what horses are going to be there, their ages, their level of training, and you might even know some of the people selling them. Maybe you'll see a horse I'm selling at a sale, or somebody that you already know, because sales give somebody like me a place that if I put a horse up for sale at a sale, I can let the market tell me how much that horse is worth. You got to have your budget in mind of how much you're willing to spend on a horse, and you got to have that horse, you know, previewed, look them over, have a clear picture of what you want. Don't get impulsive. Don't go to a sale and not have a clear picture of how much you're willing to spend and what you're looking for. Get really specific about what you're looking for. The age, the color, the training level, all those things. You really want to be specific and have that clear picture of what you're looking for in mind so that you don't end up getting caught in the moment and buying something that you really are going to have buyer's remorse about tomorrow. So one of the things you can't go wrong with is bringing a professional with you. Depending on your level of experience, how long you've owned horses, and even what your experience is with that sale, you cannot go wrong with bringing a trusted friend that has more experience than you do with either that particular sale or buying and selling horses. They will help you and guide you, and that is worth its weight in gold, their experience going into that purchase. So I'm back from the sale. I had a great time. I really want to say thank you to Nate for showing me the ropes there at the sale. I ended up buying a couple of horses, so I'm really excited. You'll probably see those in some videos in the future. And again, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something from this video. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one.